If you've been charged with a DUI, then you're going to want to pay extra close attention to my special guest today, who is Tony Miley. Tony is a DUI attorney in New Oxford, Pennsylvania, and he's one of the top DUI lawyers in the entire country. He's handled thousands of cases successfully. He's practiced law for over 25 years, and today he's going to be sharing some of his super special insights on what you can do to help your situation. So first of all, Tony, thanks for being here.
My pleasure, Frankie. Thanks for having me.
So, Tony, if I'm new to this whole process, can you explain a little just how a DUI charge work and what's involved legally?
Sure. A DUI charge starts with, in most cases, being pulled over by a police officer. You're going to get arrested, or a field sobriety test more than likely. And if you're arrested, you'll be taken to a hospital. Now, not all jurisdictions use a blood test. Some still use breathalyzers, but and that's a whole separate avenue. But in most cases, it's a blood test. So you'll go to a hospital. They'll take your blood, and then unless you are a danger to yourself or to someone else, they will most likely call a sober individual a name that you would give the police officer. Allow you to make a call, or they would make a call to come pick you up. Your car would more than likely stay where it was left if it's alongside the road, unless you have somebody who can drive it. But then you'll be allowed to go home. And then after the blood tests come back, which is a couple of weeks, if it turns out that it's over 0.08, you will get a charge, a criminal complaint in the mail, telling you that you need to appear for the first in-court proceeding, which is called a preliminary hearing. And a preliminary hearing is not a trial. There's no guilt or innocence. It's just to determine whether the police have probable cause to proceed with this charge. It's a very informal or low-level type of hearing, but nevertheless, it's the first one. Then after that, you will be formally charged with DUI, and it's at that point where certain rights that you have kick in. We talked about the right of discovery. It's at that point where discovery comes in. And unless you know what you're doing with those rights, you are not going to fully understand what the charges are against you and or defenses that you may have. And that's, again, where an attorney comes in. And then after that, there will be a time where you will have to enter a formal plea of either guilty or not guilty to the charges. And if you plead guilty, you will be sentenced. If you plead not guilty, then you'll be set up for a trial. Now, one thing that people need to understand, at least in Pennsylvania, because of a constitutional amendment that happened, it seems like quite a few years now, any maximum sentence that is less than 1 year, you do not have the right to a jury trial. You have only the right to a judge trial. And there are some DUI offenses, depending on previous criminal history with DUI, you could actually fall into that category where the maximum sentence is 6 months. So if you went to trial, it would not be a jury trial, it would be a judge trial. So just keep that in mind. So a lot of people think, well, I'll just have a jury trial. Well, most cases would involve a jury trial, but there are some that would not involve a jury trial. But an attorney can help you either way. It's just a little bit of a different setting. And that's it.
So thanks again, Tony, for your incredible insights. If you're watching this video and you'd like to get more information, Tony has a special book called The Ultimate Guide to DUI. It'll explain to you everything you need to know about your DUI case in simple, plain, everyday English, no lawyer talk. And this way you can give yourself the best possible legal defense. So you're going to want to go ahead and download that for free by clicking the link below this video while supplies are available. So go ahead and grab your free book, and thanks for listening.